Doug, we saw what happened the last time. Everyone thought it was all over for the Patriots in 2014. They, of course, went on to win the Super Bowl. Well, this season feels a lot like that. They've been counted out, they've been underdogs, and yet here we are. We're on Radio Row with the Patriots having a chance to win yet another Super Bowl. The difference is this time around they seem to be a lot more vocal about being motivated by the haters and the doubters. What have you been hearing from the guys inside the locker room?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even on mic'd up segments, you see Julian Edelman screaming at Tom Brady, "You're too old, you're too old," saying to Chris Hogan, "You're too slow." But so I went around the locker room and I asked players what gives them a chip on their shoulder, and this does seem like a team that really has a lot of perceived slights within the organization. Kyle Van Noy says that he feels like no one knows his name. There's a lot of guys who were undrafted on this team, who weren't highly recruited out of college or even out of high school. So I think that this is a team that really is feeding off those chips on their shoulder, and really every single player that I talked to had a good reason for added motivation, whether it was one of those things I talked about or even just internal motivation. Julian Edelman talked about how, he has added motivation now that he has a daughter. Tom Brady and a lot of other guys said that it's just the competitive edge inside of them. So this is definitely a team that is thriving off of those perceived slights.
Well, Adrian Waddle, I know, was one guy who said he is motivated by last year's Super Bowl loss to the Eagles, and although he's the only guy that's really vocalized it, how much do you think that that's in the back of their minds and playing into their preparation this week?
I think it is, and I was actually kind of surprised that Adrian Waddle admitted that that was feeding into the chip on his shoulder. But I think that anyone who was on that team last year, especially the guys, like Stephon Gilmore, who have never won a Super Bowl and felt the taste of a loss, really want to come back here and win the Super Bowl. And obviously everyone wants to win the Super Bowl, but that does add just a little bit of extra motivation. And this is the first team in 25 years who lost a Super Bowl and then came back and played in a Super Bowl. So this is definitely already impressive feat by the Patriots to just accomplish that. Now they just need to clinch it with a win.
So the rest of the country may hate the Patriots for always being on this stage, but just getting to the stage is not enough. They want to win. Thanks, Doug.